And now, the Toyota Sports Desk.
Practice rounds are officially in the books out here at the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. If the background is any indicator, it's a lot different than what we saw last year, and that's something golfers have noticed. Not just the weather, but really the course itself, feeling different conditions out there through those practice rounds. But instead of me telling you about it, how about the pros themselves?
The course is good. There's a little bit less rough than there was last year. The greens are quite a bit firmer, and so if the rain holds off this week, I think it'll continue to get firmer as the week goes on. It should be a lot of fun. These greens are small, and when they're firm, they can be really challenging.
It's got more bounce to it than any of the AT&Ts that I can remember this time of year. Not quite U.S. Open level, but it's got some bounce to it, which is going to require obviously more accuracy off the tee, but definitely more thinking into the greens.
It's going to play completely different than it did last year. It's really, really firm. The rough's down, but it's still hard to hit greens if you don't hit the fairway, and it's a completely different test than it was even last year.
It's a firmer golf course, which I think makes it better, and the rough still makes it playable where, you'll still see some, guys can score. But you have to be smart about how you're picking it apart versus getting away with kind of throwing darts in.
In these last couple of days that we've been practicing here, the ball's bouncing quite a bit. The greens are a lot faster. It's firmer. So if the weather stays like this, I actually think it'll be tougher this year. I think the scores won't maybe be as low.
As for the tournament that lies ahead, here's the Pro-Am featured groups. It includes Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth, Rory McIlroy and Ludwig Aberg, and Sahith Theegala and Wyndham Clark. As for the Pro-Am portion, here are some of the pairings to keep an eye out for. Larry Fitzgerald, Condoleezza Rice, and Pat Monahan, a few celebrities to keep an eye on out on the links, as are Mia Hamm. And how about this foursome here? Pau Gasol and Eric Church, that foursome one to keep an eye on as well. A stacked grouping there. And then Bo Hostler and Steve Young, Mackenzie Hughes, and Alex Smith. Quite the list of duos to be following around out here. We'll, of course, be following them too, both on air and online. Reporting from Pebble Beach, Maxwell Glenn, KION News Channel 46.